Peace, it's your boy 2Js. I'm here in Del Amo Mall out in Torrance, California, which is the city of LA, right in the heart of it. We're celebrating Urban Necessities opening weekend, grand opening. So in this video, you're gonna see the recap of our soft opening and the first day and a half of sales here at Urban Necessities. So let's go inside, let's check it out. You're my 6 best. We chose the 6 best people that were in this city to represent this brand, and I'm extremely excited. You know, as this journey grows and this continues to keep getting bigger and bigger, for you guys to be the ambassadors and hopefully some of the leadership as we continue to grow stores. I know we got a couple more we're working on here. You know, I want you guys to take time at some point before I leave over this weekend and take time and come ask me any questions that, like why this or how that, any suggestions that you guys might have of your experience this weekend. Everything has labels, some of it isn't. If you don't know the answer, don't make one up. Just say, that's a great question, let's find out together. Push the merch. With the merch, it unlocks 20% off everything on this wall or that wall, right? So every one singular item of Urban Necessity merch, 20% discount. 2 Urban Necessity shirts, 2 Urban Necessity discounts, right? So the goal is to run out of merch. Right? And the other part is every single purchase is gonna get a raffle ticket. So we have raffle tickets? Yeah. So every single person gets raffle tickets. All I need is their name and their phone number on the one side. Just give them the one that does not have the info part. And at some point before the end of the month, we'll call 2 people to win iPhone 15. So tell people, like, look, there's shoes in here that are what, 8, 10 grand, 20% off by buying a $50, $60 shirt. Like, that's real value. Like, no one should walk out of here without those shirts, and that's what keeps the lights on, is the merch, and it's free promo for us. So the other part, we're gonna make sure that you guys all get a little bit of merch. For all my vendors, fill me in, remind me again, we're getting them merch too. We're hooking everybody up with a little bit of swag, and some of you guys. All you guys decide right after this real quick. But no, seriously, have fun today. Thank you. You guys are helping me make my dream come true. And I need a fucking picture with everybody. This
I love it. We
guy,
had to
the
take care of
first
him.
time I ever met him was at a trade show, a sneaker show, 11 years ago. He was rocking a Croatian soccer jersey, and he walked in the room and he had a whole different aura than anybody in that room. He has always been my favorite reseller. This has been my inspiration and my motivation from day one with this shit. I've always felt and known that he built the format, and you don't get enough credit for what you've done and inspiration that you've done, bro. And for you to be here means more than you know, man. I love you, bro.
What's up here, brother?
Me too.
Huh?
Fucking God.
Wouldn't be the first window I broke. Jumped out of a window. I fucking busted windows.
Man, I am so proud of y'all. Y'all did so much with so little time. So much energy given, like it was smiles like the whole time, right? Like I was talking about, it's gonna be smiles, exciting. We had 3 hours. We had 3 hours tonight with just some of our closest friends and people that mattered to the brand, or people that were excited and curious to see what this was gonna look like. And in those 3 hours, you did more sales than 2 of my stores in Vegas. So I'm really proud of you guys. You definitely surpassed any expectations I had. I had zero expectation. I wasn't expecting who walked in, to walk in, who bought what, DJs. It was really special. You know, like no matter where you go, this moment is forever tied to the coolest part of my life, and you guys are involved in it. Like I know y'all don't know me from a hole in the wall, but like we're family now, and you know, I'm not trying to make it like, but thank you, for real. You saw, it's not gonna get any worse than it was yesterday. Hopefully it's just like that throughout the whole day. Just consistent and gives you breaks. Like I said about the sizes, if we don't have the sizes at the moment, find out. There should be a list already with size breakdown of what's coming and how many we have, okay? 2 shirts, again, that I talked about, that I need to sell out. Is that first one, because it's the last time that we're gonna have one that says just California, and then the other one is the true like grand opening shirt. Once that sells out, it's a wrap. So let's make this a $100,000 day.
I don't know, man. I don't know what you're doing over here, but you can catch it over here.
So here's one of the things that really mattered to me that I was excited about, that I got to give credit to Isaac, because he came up with the idea of this, and it was sharing like kind of like the timeline of what Urban Necessities has been, right? So this very first picture, which is kind of grainy, and just like it just really kind of captures how simple it was when we started, right? This store was like 500 square feet in a hallway that had been closed for 5 years, in a mall that, you know, wasn't the highest foot traffic. It's actually the worst foot traffic store in the state at the time. And this is where our first 6 months were. To kind of tie into this moment of this picture, this is what the inside of the store looked like. I only had 3 shelves. They were Rubbermaid shelves, and they warped like days after putting them up. Our first build out was like $2,500, whereas the build out here was like 6 figures, right? The second picture is the second location that we had in Fashion Show Mall. In Boulevard Mall. We went from 500 square feet to 1,600 square feet. And this picture that you can't see in its entirety was us celebrating our 2-year anniversary. Like, my mom is here, my mother-in-law's sitting on the side. But this is that picture. And this kind of really lets you know there wasn't, I mean, everybody was elbow to elbow. And this was a crazy like giveaway that we did. We sold shirts inside potato chip bags that had poker chips, and we were giving away iPhones. And we had the room packed like this for about 5 or 10 iPhones. That was our home for about 3 years. And so 3 years into the brand, we move into a mall called Fashion Show Mall, and we finally make it to the Strip. And this is what Fashion Show looked like, right? And this store was 4,000 square feet. And let me see here. Here's the rest of it. And this is really where we kind of started making a lot of noise with the brand, right? Started getting, it was celebrities and athletes were making it a little bit more frequent. People were able to justify while their trips to Vegas to go to this mall that's in the heart of the Strip. And this is our home for the next 3 years. Now, what most people have forgot about or might have not known is that I actually had a pop-up in New York for about a year before COVID, and it was inside an American Eagle, right? And this one always left me wanting more. I was very thankful for the opportunity of having something in New York. Trying to find another picture of this place to kind of show you what this place looked like. And that was a day that we were giving away a couple jackets and packed room, right? It was really wild. We used to let our customers, our guests, we used to let them sign the wall. This was a pretty cool picture. So, you know, we raised their average dollar per transaction by like 14 or 15 bucks. We quadrupled their foot traffic. It was a lot of fun. New York showed me it could work if we had something there permanent, and maybe there'll be a day where like we get the opportunity to do that again. You know, it's something that you know, a lot of you guys know I'm from back east, and being in New York is kind of cool. We used to actually let our guests sign the walls at this place, right? So COVID happens, the world gets weird, everything shuts down. We shut down that store. We're in Fashion Show, but we get a unique opportunity in Caesar's Palace. And that's where most of you guys know me from, right? It's the store in Caesars. It's 18,000 square feet. This is now, you know, 6 years into the brand, and we've been there for a little north of 3 years, as we've hit 9 years last month. And you know, we were able to add tattoo shops and barber shops and try the ice cream thing out. And I recently partnered with some people in the surgeon group who have for the last year kind of helped me and are helping me run the business. But this was the lipstick on my pig that got me the help to make me a brand that could be sustainable and is sustainable, right? And now that we have these great people running the business and helping me, like that's where all the crazy opportunities and blessings are. Now we have like the tools to try to do stuff that you don't expect me to see or you don't expect me to do, like have a store in Saudi Arabia, right? And we're coming up on 1 year now that we've had this store in Saudi that's 2 floors, and it's just been a real blessing. Ironically enough, I want to go back all the way to the first picture because when I was in that first store, I met some people that have now become friends, family, and business partners for a store in Saudi Arabia. So we were getting some pretty cool people even back then to come into this store. And then we also have a store in Crystals, which used to be an old Gucci store, and this is us trying to white glove service it. So I wanted to take a minute and talk about, you know, some of these pictures because they mean a lot to me, my family, and they kind of show like how much work, how many years. I'm 9.5 years technically with stores, a little over 9 years with stores. I've been at it for north of 10 years, and it's starting to feel like I'm just getting started. It's still very difficult. It feels not as difficult as it was when I was back there, but in reality, that was the easiest that ever was. Now it's just where the difficulty is sustaining it, being more efficient with your time, learning how to not be fearful of not being at everyone at every time, at all the time. And like, I see the support, I see the love, and I just don't want to let anybody down. So that's why there's this like fear, but I'm excited about the team that I have and the growth that we're showing, and like it's getting better every day, man. So I appreciate you guys watching the journey, supporting the journey, whether that's with you know, sharing a post, liking a picture, buying a shirt, buying some shoes, winning something. But now when you come into Del Amo and you look at these pictures and you saw this video, now you know what this means to me. So thank you for watching, guys. Much love.